Fasting to break the spirits of procrastination, passivity, and slothfulness. Slothfulness gradually prevails over the faithful unless it be corrected. Jean Calvin. Yahusha knew at an early age that he must be about his Father's business. Some people always dream about tomorrow without ever doing anything today. What you do today will determine whether you will have success tomorrow. Success comes as a result of action. Procrastinators are full of excuses. You must eliminate every excuse that stops you from doing what you have been called to do. Musha's excuse was his speech. Yirmiyahu's was his youth. There is no excuse worth stopping your movement towards success in Yahuwah. Yahuwah's grace is sufficient. Winners don't allow excuses to stop them from winning. Procrastination and indecision. Indecision results in procrastination, compromise, confusion, forgetfulness, and indifference. Indecision is one of the most debilitating problems in life because life is based on decisions. Indifference is an attitude that causes a person to avoid making decisions. Procrastination is another way of avoiding a decision just by putting off for a future time. It can also be rooted in the fear of making a decision. Our choices pave the way for success or failure. A double-minded person has a difficult time making decisions and often changes after making one. This results in wavering and always questioning a decision. Proper decision making is the result of wisdom and a stable personality. Passivity and slothfulness. Some people are too passive and lazy to maintain a successful and victorious life. Successful people are doers of the word. Jacob 1:22. I have often taught on the danger of passivity. Passivity causes listlessness, lethargy, continual sadness, crying, defeatism, dejection, despair, despondency, discouragement, escapism, fatigue, gloom, gluttony, grief, guilt, heartache, heartbreak, hopelessness, hurt, hyperactivity, indifference, inner hurts, insomnia, laziness, lethargy, listlessness, loneliness, mourning, negativity, passivity, rejection, self-pity, sorrow, and tiredness. Many times a person fighting passivity will feel like they are in a funk, like they are going nowhere. Passivity immobilizes a person. Passivity results in withdrawal and lethargy. It takes away the natural desire to be aggressive in life. Passive people will not pursue and go after what they need to succeed in life. Passive people will let others do it for them. Slothfulness is apathy, dullness, idleness, indolence, languor, laziness, lethargy, lifelessness, listlessness, passivity, slowness, sluggishness, tiredness. Slothfulness is an aversion to work or exertion. A slothful person has the characteristics of a sloth. A sloth is a slow-moving and stationary animal. Slothfulness will put you in bondage. The hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute. Proverbs 12:24. The sluggard is entangled. The way of the sluggard is painful. The way of the sluggard is overgrown with thorns. It pricks, lacerates, and entangles him. But the way of the righteous is plain and raised like a highway. Proverbs 15:19, Amplified Version. Slothfulness opens the door for poverty. Slothfulness casteth into a deep sleep, and an idle soul shall suffer hunger. Proverbs 19:15, KJV. Slothfulness can open you up to death. The desire of the slothful kills him, for his hands refuse to labor. Proverbs 21:25. Slothfulness will cause your life to fall apart. Slothfulness leads to decay. I went by the field of the slothful, and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding. And lo, it was all grown over with thorns, and nettles had covered the face thereof, and the stone wall thereof was broken down. Proverbs 24:30-31. KJV. Then Ecclesiastes 10:18 says, the roof beams sink in with slothfulness, and with the idleness of one's hands the house drips. If we want to experience the full provision of the covenant operating in our lives, then we cannot be slothful and passive. There are pieces to the puzzle that require work. We must not be slow to act when Yahuwah is telling us to move. We are commanded in Romans 12:11 not to be slothful in business, but to be fervent in Ruach and to serve Yahuwah. Prayers for boldness and courage. I am bold as a lion, Proverbs 28:1. I have boldness and access with confidence by faith in Yahushua HaMashiach, Ephesians 3:12. I have much boldness in Yahushua HaMashiach, Philemon 1:8. I have boldness to enter the Kudash place by the blood of Yahushua, Hebrews 10:19. Yahuwah grant me the boldness that I may speak forth, Acts 4:29. Yahuwah, I pray with all prayers and supplication that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mysteries of the Besorah, Ephesians 6:19. Let me be much more bold to speak the word without fear, Philemon 1:14. I have great boldness in the faith of Yahushua HaMashiach, 1 Timothy 3:13. I come boldly to the throne of grace, that I may obtain mercy and find grace to help in the time of need, Hebrews 4:16. I boldly say, Yahuwah is my helper, and I will not fear what man will do to me. Hebrews 13:6. I have boldness in the day of judgment, because as he is, so am I in this world. 1 John 4:17. Let men see my boldness and know that I have been with Yahushua. Acts 4:13. Let me be filled with the Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak the word of Yahuwah with boldness. Acts 4:31. I will wait on Yahuwah and be of good courage, and he will strengthen my heart. Psalms 27:14. I will be strong and courageous. I will not be afraid, for Yahuwah is with me wherever I go. Yahushua 1:9. I will be courageous to keep and do all that Yahuwah has told me. Yahushua 23:6. I will deal courageously, and Yahuwah will be with me. 2 Chronicles 19:11. So be it. Hallelujah. May these declarations be fully manifest in our lives. So be it. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.